Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to the PRP podcast, guys. This is episode numero 6. All right, we are live on Rumble. We're live on Rumble, guys. And so sorry that we haven't been. Ooh, I almost dropped something, Sam. I almost dropped something. I'm trying not to. Every episode, I drop something, and Samantha's on. She's on me, and she knocked on wood
Honestly,
for me.
no. We all pretty much keep up to the thing.
But it happens every time we do this.
Well, welcome back to the PRP podcast, where we break down the juiciest news, entertainment, and politics from a Puerto Rican American angle. We're live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so, bringing you the stuff that's got everyone talking. It's a wild time to be an American, and we're pumped to dive in with you, Pete, Kevo, Sam, and myself, Trigger No Safety, here to keep it 100 with you guys. Why us? Unlike the big shots like Joe Rogan or Tucker Carlson, we're regular people working 9-to-5 jobs, feeling the same heat from these stories as you. So don't just watch, jump in, like, follow, subscribe to join the ride. Your support keeps us going.
Yeet.
A quick shout out to the Perps community on Locals. It's where it's at, guys, all right? You chat with us, back up the show, connect with other fans. Every dollar helps us level up, and the perks are dope. Hit the link below to join or support us for free by following PRP Podcast.
Follow.
Subscribe so that you never miss out, guys, all right? One more thing. If you're tired of the same old nonsense that you watch all the time in your morning shows, check out my new podcast,
Triggered with Trigger.
Trigger with Trigger.
Every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Tampa, Florida, guys. I'll be tackling what's ticking off Americans. So you can grab a coffee and join in on the fun. Like, follow, and subscribe there too. Listen, guys, we're going to have this next coming month the Diddy trial live, okay, with the PRP. And
that shit
Woo, I cannot wait.
So keep your eyes glued to our channels, okay, for the official announcement. It's going to be a fun, relaxing, like, we're probably going to be taking a little bit of shots. We're going to make it very fun. And
Fun for us, sucks for him.
You know, it sucks for Diddy, but it's going to be a fun time for us. We're going to go through all of the Diddy stuff, okay, from the beginning to the end, the timeline, while we're watching the trial unfold, okay, guys? So, be on the lookout for that. We're going to roll into it. Pete LaBoy, how are you doing tonight?
Fantastic, to be honest with you.
What's happening with you in your life recently?
Busy. I mean, it's been really busy. Like, a lot of stuff been going on. Like, first, like, we already announced it, like what was it, like, an episode 2 ago? Like,
a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, like, basically our next upcoming show, really big one. Putrid Pile, guys, pop up. Younger people pop up too. Honestly, like, this is all ages. Everybody can go ahead and pop up, and like, also
Bring
like,
some earplugs.
Here's some earplugs. They got beer.
They got beer.
They got pizzas. What else can you want?
Oh, young people come drink the beer and pizzas.
No, and like, it's even cool because like outside there's like a little like area like for like Puerto Rican area like where they have like food and stuff, like a little Puerto Rican truck.
Oh,
they have they literally stay up till late. They make those tostones on the fly right there, like crisp.
Ooh.
Not been in like song every day for like eternity, like straight up.
I feel that. So
Well,
today is this show. Link on LVP.
Which, do you mind if I go to the camera right
I
quick?
do not mind. I do not mind at all.
So, guys, for more information, just see if it focuses. It doesn't want to, like always.
It did the one time, and then
We did the one time.
No.
it doesn't want to.
So, guys, just go to LBP. Actually, go to Brutal Pete. Sorry,
Brutal Pete,
that's
baby.
my like LVP. I think.
Maybe.
No, not on the camera. Like your phone.
Cool.
Flip your phone.
Well,
Sadly, there you go.
I'm not. Sorry, we're taking over the show, guys.
Pete's introduction,
I'm
guys.
just curious.
We are not wasting no time with it.
Let's see. It's focusing. It's so bad. It's terrible. Look at that. I don't know. I'm trying so hard to promote myself.
Brutal Pete, guys, on Instagram. Make
Up
sure
close
that,
and personal.
listen, the link tree's up. So you guys go down
You
to
can see my hairs.
our PRP link tree, go all the way down to Brutal Pete. We each all have links. And you go to Brutal Pete, you're clicking on Brutal Pete, and Brutal Pete is going to show you the damn dizzle.
So let me say this right quick. I'm sorry, I'm taking a lot of time. I'm just want to go ahead and promote this out. So right now, I'm going to be basically keeping everybody updated on what's going to be going on. Because basically, we've been getting a lot of publicity, a lot of support, and honestly, it's been nothing but amazing. Like a lot of peeps from St. Pete, love you guys. You guys are amazing. Yeah, like honestly, like that one last show we all had was amazing. Everybody had a good time. Like nothing really bad happened or anything. You know, it's just like a blast. To be honest with you, good vibes. But like basically, the next show, big show, Future Pile. It's gonna be big, guys. Like a lot of big bands also. Like also a band coming all the way out from Texas. From Texas, guys. Like that's a bit of a trip. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know,
better show up and show out.
You know what's what I'm saying.
For sure.
Thank you, Sam.
So
yes.
show up and show out for the Putrid Pile show, right?
Yep.
Where's it gonna be located?
It's gonna be located at the Brass Mug here in Tampa, like synonymous Brass Mug.
And the date
legendary.
and
And date and time is gonna be on June 14th, because I know this by heart because like on the 11th is my birthday.
Hey, so
let's
awesome
PRP
birthday
podcast,
present.
PRP, the perps, y'all know already. There was a little Easter egg, June 11th.
And just pop on through and just like let's have a good time, guys.
Like the mosh pit.
Hey, I'll film video in the mosh pit, bro.
Actually, he can tell you. He can basically tell you what's going to be going on.
I filmed video there where it was actually low. I was vibing, bro.
Yo, like you just watching these kids just go throwing down.
And then the beats just, and I'm like right there in the front since I have a camera. Yeah. Nobody wasn't saying shit to me because I just had the camera. I'm just like in the front.
Like he's literally in there. And the thing is, you see all these fists and kicks like coming to this man, and like you see the homie like trying to push him away, and everybody's just like keeping each other safe. Keep the cameraman safe. Keep the cameraman safe.
Cameraman never dies.
We need all the footage.
Yo, Trigger goes to his first death metal show.
Dude. We all had a good time. We all had a good time.
It was fun, bro. I actually ended the night and I was like, wow, I had such a great time.
Man, it was fun when I went to.
So,
shout out to Elliot for the show. It was sick, bro.
Now, without further ado, Miss Samantha Fox, how are you?
Oh, and
of the Foxy Pirates.
Ain't nothing new, you know, just going to work every day, taking care of the kids, cooking dinner, you know, same old shit every day.
Doing the mom damn dizzle. Kevin the Magnificent, how are you today? And
fucking amazing.
Amazing.
Been sick for 2 weeks. Still sick.
So.
Positivity rating 2 million, bitch. Can't fuck with me, man. That's how we do.
Where's the camera? The camera.
It's over here. I don't know. Even if you're there.
There.
We're good, man. Full of blessed. We're all together again. Fuck it, man. What can I say, bro?
Oh my God, that was great, bro.
How about for you, brother?
Man,
Trigger no safety.
Bro. Just working on some cars, you know, some good, you know, some mechanic work and working on triggers with Trigger and getting, you know, working on stories for that. You know, working on the Tampa album that drops August 13th.
You guys heard that?
The Tampa album drops August 13th.
813.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's on my hat.
Actually, before that, on July 4th, I'm dropping Trigonometry 3. So That's a free mixtape.
Trigger
Links will
number
be all in our link trees. And yeah, man. Also, my son dropped his new song "Game Green," which is available on all platforms.
Shout out to Bubby.
Hey.
They call him A22
Hey,
as a rapper. But check this out. These guys,
we're the fam, so we
these
different,
kids
bro.
are creating something awesome. So they're creating something,
Next
a
gen.
team vibe, next generation
Yep.
thing. They got some rappers, they got a band, like they're making some stuff happen. And also shout out to Taino Total Home Care.
Yep.
That they have also started. These kids are only 17 and 18.
Hey, man, they're doing big
They're
things.
doing big things.
They're trying.
Like, the youth is like basically gonna like.
They're dreaming.
flooring,
Yeah, man, they're
painting.
doing their thing,
it's amazing.
bro.
So really very proud of my son. 822 guys, look him up. Game Green. That's the Godfather right there.
This 10 I'm looking at, bro. Fucking.
Bro, we can always
Speaking about
alter this
tans.
with AI later
Look
on.
at this shit.
But you know what? Hey, we planning a trip to South Dakota, and we're gonna probably film most of it, everything that happens along the way, because I know
Oh, good God.
some shit's bound to happen, bro.
Yeah,
for
Sam
real.
flying off a fucking handle.
Oh my
Oh, no,
god.
no.
Oh my
Sam
god.
can't go.
Sam can't go be safe. All right, so look, guys, I'm gonna go through the scroll through, but I don't have graphics for it. Okay, 4 quick stories here. Karmelo Anthony and what the media sometimes won't tell you, right? The Trump tariffs generate trillions and lose millions, right? ICE deportations are ramping up in Florida, and then I don't know if you guys ever heard of the dire wolf.
Yep.
Have you guys heard of
Yep.
they resurrected? The
I heard
direwolf?
all
Oh,
about
yeah.
that, and it's pretty crazy what you can do right now, like with this cloning shit. It's pretty advanced, and it's kind of scary because like we can actually have a Jurassic Park. And guys,
They're
we'll
trying-
get to it. We'll
Guys.
get to it. I promise.
we had 3 fucking movies,
We'll get to
3
it.
movies, 3 fucking movies.
We'll get to
What,
it.
look what the fuck happened.
Pete!
Think about it.
We'll get to it.
Think about
it.
So, our first segment has the entire nation buzzing. I actually covered this extensively on Tuesday morning, right? But it's really prominent right now in the news. The Karmelo Anthony stabbing of Austin Metcalf. Rest in peace, Austin Metcalf. Our condolences to the Metcalf family, especially his dad that's going through a lot. The family's been swatted 5 times.
Jesus.
Swatted 5 times. Yeah. So the chance of lethal weapon violence in schools is 0.025% per student across the nation. But why is it so loudly publicized? You know what I'm saying? Why is it so widely publicized? If even this incident possibly couldn't have made the news unless the race baiters grabbed a hold of it. And they've tried to convert this thing into a white versus black thing and a white privilege thing. And the only real privilege that I see is the privilege of Karmelo Anthony. He gets a 90% reduction in his. Let me just go into it.
It's crazy.
Frisco, Texas, April 2nd, 2025. A high school track meet turned deadly. 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf in a split-second clash under a team tent. 1 kid's dead. Another was locked up on a $1 million bond, claiming self-defense. A bloody knife. A grieving twin brother. The kid died in the brother's arms. Over $600,000 has been raised for the Anthony family in total. Okay, the Metcalf family, they haven't reached 200,000 in donations and stuff like that. They have to bury a son, give him a funeral, all of that stuff. So let me just put the police report. Oh man, because it's really sad. Actually, instead of the police report, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play. Austin Metcalf's brother.
drawing a night at that moment, but we know has been charged with murder. Jimmy now is also mother half and his twin brother. Megan, you're being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day, and I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter. If you could, Megan, tell me about your son.
I think I can speak for her for a little bit, see if she just calms down just a little bit. But as for me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do stuff all around and just get out of line sometimes. And, Austin's always there to check on me and keep me straight so I wouldn't be in trouble and do anything like that.
Hunter and Megan, whenever you feel ready, jump into the conversation. If you never feel ready, that's completely understandable to me and everybody else watching. Hunter, thanks so much for being able to do this today. Just a little more about your brother, Austin. From what I understand, I think he has it in his social media bio, 3.96 GPA student, certainly definitely into football. And it looked, when I was looking into him last night, he was very interested in being recruited to play football in college.
Yes, sir. He was very highly recruited, just like coming out of his junior year. He's had a really great year, and everyone on the team, coaches, everyone knew around the area just knew that he was about to do big things in football. But besides his GPA, man, that dude was extremely smart, always in the books. He just came to him real easy, and just him playing with football as well just made him just a great person overall.
Megan, we'll try this again, both of us, and we'll see how far we get. When I read your story last night, obviously this is not about me. I have a 17-year-old son. I live 20 miles south of you. My son's in Frisco every night playing soccer, and we have a lot of friends who knew Austin. So the circles got tight, and it's really close to home. I'm so sorry for you. Can you explain us at all today how you feel? It's just got to be so. The word I keep coming back to, Megan, is incomprehensible. How could this happen at a track meet?
Yeah, like why?
It is. She just took my son is gone, and I don't really have words. I've tried to figure out what I was going to say, but he's just going to be so missed by mostly our family, but this whole community has really wrapped their arms around us. And if I could say anything to the nation, I would say to make sure that you just hug your babies tight. Because you don't know when the last time you get to do it.
Hunter, I know you were there. Thank you, Megan. Take your time. Hunter, I know you were there when it happened. What can you tell us about what happened at that track meet? How could this thing that seems like is not on the menu of possibilities could happen? Again, I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
This kid's trauma.
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there. We're not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is with me, just brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff. Also try to handle the problem.
Austin was always one to step up. He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is because they have personal items there.
A lot of stuff gets stolen just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us, don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff, just sit around our tent area. And we set that up for the girls track every meet we had. So it's just like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. It's just a tragedy what happened.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
Jesus Christ.
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive. He grabbed the bag.
It's fucking crazy.
And then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest. He just blood rushing out. He said, he got stabbed. He got stabbed. First I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do. And then I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see this stuff.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I understand.
So pretty much, guys, that's the gist of what happened. So there were rain delays. They had their own team tent at an opposing team school. One of the kids, I didn't know this detail that he said something inappropriate. He was sitting there. They didn't even notice him until he said something inappropriate. So that's the first time that I was actually looked at this particular interview. It was a little bit fresher, right?
Very sad.
But yeah, that's the first aggression,
Very
right?
sad.
It's like I was going through the progress of what happened. So first thing you do is instigate by going to the opposing team's tent and sitting there. Even if they didn't even notice him there, now you could even add an extra layer of aggression, you know what I'm saying? Where he's like said something crazy and they're all like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But this is the story. He said, move, get out from under our tent. And then he's like, you're going to move me? He's like, yeah, I'm going to move you, type thing.
And they're both kids, and they're both going to instigate each other, and of course it's going to escalate. And
I'm sure some unfriendly words were said in between.
almost definitely.
According to the reports, he put his hand in his bag and said, touch me to see what happens. And then he put his hand on him and he stabbed him in the heart and then ran away.
Yeah, I could understand, like they said, he set up his tank because it's raining, I could understand the dude was like, my bad, I was trying to get out the rain. I just seen the tent, It could have been so many different ways to diffuse this. I'm sure there were words exchanged, both unfriendly words from both sides, and I'm not going to play like one side was innocent and the other. But to lead to stabbing, fatal, that's just murder, man. Shouldn't have had a knife with you.
Kid knows what he's doing in the first damn place as well. They're at the right age. They're almost considered adults at that age, no matter what the fuck they do.
The second part to this story is pretty saddening. Is that the Anthony family has raised over $500,000. They now live in a $900,000 home in California. And they've purchased 3 luxury SUVs, and they claim that they have not pulled a dime of that money. But when people were giving the money, they were giving to the Karmelo Anthony Defense Fund. Now the new representation for Karmelo Anthony, which his name is Dominique, that dude has a rap sheet. I mean, that's insane. He has, if you look him up, he has 20 arrests. So
the lawyer,
that representative dude, the Moreno that he's out there talking, he's shaking a baby so hard that baby almost died, and he's gone to prison for that. And for fraud, for a bunch of, he's just a criminal. You feel me? And they're connected to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, has been involved in so many scandals. It's not even funny. Getting all these funds from the public and using it on their personal mansions, cars, lifestyles, trips, all kinds of stuff, bro. And it's very crooked. And it uses the emotion of the public.
You're not supposed to do it this way.
It uses the emotion of the public, right?
And
there is a section of the American public that believes that Carmelo Anthony was justified that laying one finger on me justifies your death.
Not death.
Yeah,
I can understand
literally,
defense of yourself, but that does not mean that gives you the right to just straight up stab somebody in the fucking heart, knowing what's going to fucking happen. That's ridiculous. How are you going to sit there and rob somebody of their damn life over a mistake? Whoop their ass. Show them who's who, you know? Like, if that's how you feel, but why go that far? What's the point in going that far?
That's where this country's at right now, bro.
That's not where they're at. It's a portion of the country.
No, I'm saying, like, even the youth, bro, like, that's where the mind state is at. Like,
they're bringing weapons to war, to school.
We're harmful to each other.
Everybody's for themselves.
We're so alienated to each other.
We're separated. The kids, the more fight. I've seen so many fights and videos in school more than ever in my entire life.
Bro, watch.
Just in 1 year, bro.
Watch this video, bro. Watch this video. I'm gonna share this video with you guys, right?
I'm on TikTok and I'm looking at everybody's reactions about what happened between Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, right? Mm-hmm. And the black reaction is what you expect.
But white people, obviously not all of you, so let me just get that out the way. But a bunch of y'all are just a bunch of racist, bigoted, crisis actors.
People really believe that kid had the right to tell Karmelo to move. This kid wasn't working security. He wasn't given no responsibility. He wasn't the seat manager. Like, if that kid would have just minded his own business, would he or would he not still be alive?
Austin got unalived. A lot of people are trying to make it a race issue, and it's not. It has nothing to do with that right there. This was self-defense.
And this is all over TikTok. I see a lot of posts on Facebook. Too much this is self-defense. Yeah. From one demographic of people. Yeah, it's all black people. Did he have any injuries? Did you see his mugshot? Clean face, nothing. No scratches, no nothing. No punches were thrown from what I heard so far. Yeah, it's something wrong with the black community. I'm on TikTok and I'm looking at everybody's reaction.
More and more like
It don't make no sense, bro.
Crazy reactions, bro, where they're saying Austin Metcalf deserved to die, bro.
No,
like he deserved it. And they're making it a race issue. That white boy, us and them. Us and them. I'll be seeing it. It makes me so sick online. Like
it's saddening, bro.
Like after this week, I'm probably gonna stop talking about this until Carmelo Anthony trial comes up, because I don't even want to give them any more a little bit. I mean, we're not big names. We're not big people. We're the Poor Ricans. Yeah. We're triggered with Trigger. I'm mad, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to sell my soul to the Democrat entities, bro, in order to be rich, in order to push my podcast, in order to do nothing like that. You know,
see, what's ridiculous about all those comments that we just heard right there is the fact that in today's day and age, there are so many more accepting white people out there. It's not even funny. Between the interracial marriages and my dad, when I first got with Kevo, was racist, but open-mindedness has become a huge thing in today's society. And my dad fell in love with my husband before he passed away. It's the stupid ideals that everybody wants to hold on to is what.
Money. It's because it makes money. Those race and self-defense, like what you see, you feel that raise that you start getting about that, they do it on purpose to generate income in different places. Like I've seen a bunch of
that may be so, but there are ignorant ass people holding on to those views because they think it's still correct when it is not. I am a fucking white person. I grew up that way. I completely know what the fuck people are thinking and how. No, it's not cool with what they're saying.
It's not.
It's irritating the fuck out of me, and it just pissed me off.
Yeah. If it was two white boys, white kid murders white kid. That's what would have happened.
It's always like that.
Kid, it would have been
like,
I'm getting so tired of that.
Number one killer of African American males right now in the United States. Each other. That's a fact. Each other.
But if I was to say that, I'm a racist. If I was to say that, though,
so loudly, and you know what? And in the big liberal cities too, the Latin on Latin crime is big too, because the Latin gangs be killing each other también. You feel me? And
but again, if I was to say any of that, I'm the racist.
Right, be killing each other too, bro.
It's the way
And
you
I'm
say
talking
it.
about all those places, New York, LA. Like these Latin people are killing each other, bro. Chicos, whatever you want to call it, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Dominicans. They're all killing each other too. They kill each other much more than white people kill each other, or white people kill them. Period.
It's
But
just like you said,
that's
coverage,
literally
though.
what gets me
The
back.
black on white thing is like you said. It just makes
These same
it's
people,
something to cover. It's
these same
entertainment
people,
to
right?
people, bro. It's crazy.
These same people will go and be like, Karmelo had this GPA. He had this. He was actually being expelled because he was actually in the process of being expelled and was skipping the day that he stabbed Austin Metcalf. He was skipping class to be out there. And weeks before that, he had an incident, that I'm actually trying to get the FOIA request for this incident that he had. I don't know if it was, they said that they dealt with it internally, but he had a knife at the school already. Before this, he had a knife at the school.
There's always details. Like I said, even when they were under the tent, I'm sure there was unfriendly shit said on one part. I don't know who they said that one.
They both
said
instigated each other.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm sure
Right.
they said something crazy. It'd be like,
They're
"Fuck
kids."
you, white boy," and the other boy was
Exactly.
like,
When I break it
You know
down,
what I'm saying?
when
Some
I break
shit
it down,
happened,
I'm like,
bro.
look, let's say,
But it had to lead to that, though. That's all
Right.
I'm saying. Because I've been treated like that before. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I've been stopped on the street walking home from McDonald's at night, fucking match a description of a robbery. Fucking pulled over, handcuffed for what? Just because I matched a description, bro. Fucking 60. Bro, I'm not black, my ninja, but shit.
me.
I've been through, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was us. But hey, but I've been there, done that, bro. But if I'm sitting in another person's tent, they're like, bro, da 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 da, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna pull out the Puerto Rican. I'll be like, what's up, then, bro? Be like, throw some hands. I'm not gonna.
There's always those hands,
You know what I'm saying? There's always the hands. Thing one and thing two.
Well,
Fucking
today's
you,
generation,
just-
those two is all pussified now. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's just sad, bro. It just didn't have to lead to a murder.
So on
A
top
murder.
of everything, they first said, all right, so our goal is going to be, it's a Karmelo defense fund. We're going to get the judge to drop the bond from $1 million, which is the standard in Texas for murder, right? That's what they gave Kavanaugh for stepping on, for kneeling on George Floyd's neck as well. They gave him $1 million bond, right? So they lowered his bond down to $250,000. Somehow they got the money to get that because I think you only got to get, if it's $250,000 bond,
You need 25.
25%
I think.
of it. And here in
No,
Florida,
I meant
10.
25,000.
It's 10. Oh, 25,000.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. So perhaps they got 25,000, and they have the Next Generation Action Network on their corner, which their guy is his name is Dominique, and first they had Black Lives Matter connected people representing them, and then they were directly linked, and then they switched to this Dominique guy, and it's pretty insane, guys. Like, all this stuff is some heavy stuff, bro, that people generally feel that things should be, I don't know, man.
I agree that he could have, he had every right to defend himself. I am not faulting him that. It's just the extreme that he went to. That is where I'm faulting him. That's all.
Yeah, no.
Everybody has the right to defend themselves. And I'm sure they both were saying some shit because both sides are not innocent. I will say that too. They're both boys, young, full of testosterone, at a damn sport event. Literally, it's flowing everywhere.
Well, I counted 5 instances where both of them could have, 4 where both of them could have done something different. They could have made a different decision.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. But then now, just seeing that his brother was saying that he said something derogatory to them in the first place, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what that was that he said for them to catch, for him to catch their eye. Because it feels like to me, and I'm assuming this, that they didn't even really realize he was there until he said something.
No, I'm pretty much just, let's be real, bro. They walked in there and they was like,
the fuck are you doing here?
Like everybody was staring like who's this? So he was like, yo, y'all got a fucking problem? And they was like, yo, who the fuck are you, motherfucker? And then
It's like he walked in with the intent to instigate.
That's that's the most common thing I can think of. If I walk somewhere and this is my tent, and then I'm sitting here, me, you, Pete, and Sam, and then all of a sudden there's someone sitting right here, and I'm like,
fuck you doing? Let's say you're at the beach and you have a tent at the beach.
Yeah,
and
it's like
some random ass dude just comes and sits
in a fucking speedo, like, yo,
tent.
Pete,
are you gonna fucking?
This your
What
friend,
are you
Pete?
gonna do, bro? You're gonna physically remove that speedo guy from your tent and hope that you don't have a Karmelo Anthony knife in that speedo, bro. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I would say happened, bro. They was like, who is this guy? Y'all know him. He was like, the fuck, you got a problem with me? And they're like, yeah, we got a problem with you,
who
bro.
the fuck are you?
That's how I assume that shit happened.
School,
Let's be real. Let's be fucking real as fuck. That's probably just what happened, bro. They was like, we don't know this guy.
Feel like he walked in there with the intent to instigate.
I feel like that was an instigation just straight up from...
Oh, there's more details, man.
From what I could see. You know what I'm saying? From what I could see, it's just crazy,
what's
bro.
the other story, bro? We done hit hour.
So hold up. We might just finish with this right here. Let me show you. I gotta show you this. This is a dude. This is a dude. I've been following this a lot, bro. This is a dude that
got a damn good show. All right, so
Hey, shout
Carmelo
out to the
Anthony's family had
Telequeen.
a press conference, which is weird. Why would they have a press conference? Well, there's a lot of disinformation out there. Really? Anything you brought up? Yeah. So
the
whenever
Metcalf
there's
guy
the black
showed up
community,
to this
whoever's speaking,
press conference,
they have
right?
most to gain
They
financially
physically
from it.
removed him
Right.
from there 'cause he didn't
Whenever you
belong
see
there.
something happen in the black community, it's always a figurehead,
And
and
they
they
swatted them 5 times.
they're race hustlers. Because he's probably thinking the same thing as the whole nation is. Why are y'all holding a press conference? Right. And why are y'all calling my son these things? Yeah, these horrible things. Yeah, y'all saying y'all trying to clear up some disinformation on y'all's end. Maybe he's trying to do the same. Dynamic is weird. Hey, I put it like this. This is just black people being black people. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's the ninjas being ninjas. Yeah, right. There you go.
It's a disrespect to the dignity of his son.
Yeah. He's saying he's disrespecting his own son by showing up there. Really? I think he's standing up for his son, you moron. Yeah. I'm going to let this play so y'all can hear it for yourself. Yeah.
Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin. Respect the dignity of life.
I wished Carmelo had respect for the dignity of life. Exactly.
Maybe.
Put it all on the table.
The problem with these people, they don't take their own advice.
Let people
They don't follow their own logic.
But they're
hypocrites.
They're not going to say what it said.
And as a minister, I will not attack a grieving family.
You just did.
I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people who have died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for that same manner of respect. And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who was not invited.
Oh, that's his character.
He knows that
he wasn't invited. Your son wasn't invited into that tent and was asked to leave. Yeah. That tent was set up for a certain school.
Yeah. So, long story short, bro, that's what it is, bro. They're getting rich. I mean, rich. They're gonna hit $1 million by the end of the month. You feel me? It's very sad. Very sad.
Oh no, man! Just to see him rear his head around the corner, man.
So I think,
hopefully, man.
I think we're gonna just jump straight to Direwolf. What do y'all guys think about the Direwolf situation? We're gonna jump straight to that.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool. You know, they're actually trying to bring back the mammoth too. They did it to some mice, and they got woolly mice.
Okay, well, I think I have some information on it right here.
But what they say is that it's not going to be the actual dire wolf. It's just going to be something that would look kind of similar to, but it's going to still be the strand off of the gray wolf because it was from the gray wolf.
Right.
They just added the dire wolf.
So on April 7th, Dallas-based Colossal Biosciences dropped the bomb. 3 puppies, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, born from CRISPR-edited gray wolf DNA, tweaked with ancient direwolf genes from fossils like a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull. They're calling it the first de-extinction, a throwback to a beast that roamed 12,000 years ago. These fluffy killers, already 80 pounds at 6 months, got the internet buzzing. Game of Thrones vibes, which I love Game of Thrones, but is it a win or is it a scam? So the Colossal CEO Ben Lamb says it's a conversation flex, boosting tech to save endangered red wolves while flexing genetic muscle. Proponents like George R.R. Martin, an investor who cried meeting these pups, says it's a badass leap for science, reviving lost traits, maybe even ecosystems. They're hyping the cash flow too. A Solana meme coin tied to Remus spiked to 13.6 million market cap in hours on April 8th. Yeah, so let me show you guys real quick the video of the direwolves that hit so many views and everything like that. Some people don't like it. They believe it's playing God. They believe it's going to ruin the ecosystems.
It can if we bring back the wrong animals and it starts messing with stuff.
What do you think, Ketaloni?
But it's so cute.
Shit, here it comes. The cuteness factor.
It's just the beginning.
My bad.
It's just the beginning, bro.
Okay.
New and existing customers join PRP Mobile.
Mobile. Oh, hold on.
I can't wait.
Tonight, a how 13,000 years in the making. In a first for science, biotech company Colossal Biosciences says it brought the extinct direwolf back to life, a species that hasn't walked the earth since the Stone Age.
The direwolf is the first de-extinct species.
Well known from HBO's hit show Game of Thrones, ABC News given exclusive access into Colossal's lab in Dallas, where scientists are using genes from gray wolves to create dire wolves.
We've taken a gray wolf genome, a gray wolf cell, which is already genetically 99.5% identical to dire wolves, and we've edited the cell in its sequence to contain the dire wolf version of the DNA. That animal looks like a dire wolf, it will behave like a dire wolf, and it is a dire wolf.
Now, 7 months old, dire wolves Romulus and Remus eating well and getting bigger every day. And David, the company tells us they're not stopping there. They plan to have woolly mammoths roaming the earth again by 2028. But critics argue that this de-extinction could harm fragile ecosystems. David?
Yeah, the images are really something, Matt. Thank
Yeah, what do you guys think about the dire wolves coming back? I'm personally against bringing things back that were extinct. Personally.
I mean, evolution is for a reason, you know?
I think that if once they breed, dude, them things will breed like crazy and they'll kill all the wolves out, dude. Like they'll just be the top.
We'll have a
predators.
higher brand of wolf out there.
Well, it depends on if the genetic editing worked properly, and if they do become. I mean, especially they're going to be close to man, though. You know, it's different.
I can actually say something about all this.
It just depends. There's lots of
variations
that could go wrong, that could go right. You feel me?
So my question is, are they going to eat basically the food we're going to be giving to them? So basically, do you think they're going to get used to basically eating a completely different meat from centuries ago?
They're not going to grow the same.
You're not going to grow, honestly.
They need a Toriko food, bro.
And then on top of it, there's a good chance that we're not going to see them be instant dire wolves whenever they start making them. It could be just like how the polar bear was made. It came out of the brown or black bear, and then over time, the one white bear was born, and then eventually they started becoming more prominent, but it could take a long time before we actually see the real effect of
what
that.
What you just described
gene.
was a brown bear
Evolution.
No, it's a brown bear pretty much got what's that shit called, where they get white skin.
Oh, albino.
The
albino bear.
And they survive better in the north than compared to a brown bear.
Yeah.
They're able to camouflage and they reproduce. And that's how the polar bear went. But I know what you're saying. They're going to get stronger
That was
through
an example, yeah.
Yeah.
Through evolution, maybe. It's not going to be the same. Like I said, they're not wild. They're not going to be taught by their mother or father dire wolf. It's not going to be the same.
That is true.
It's not going to be the same.
But that instinct's going to be still there. That's my question. Because it's that conscience that keeps coming back to my head every time.
Look at this info, bro. So they're not the average gray wolves, dire wolves, right? They were apex predators. They're built like tanks, bone-crushing jaws, topping out at 150 pounds per square inch. The colossal trio already 80
way back when
pounds,
used to be
80 pounds at 6 months.
Big.
Tweaked with 20 edits on 14 genes for bigger skulls and thicker coats. If they breed,
the smallest deer was the size of a moose, guys.
Into modern ecosystems. So North American forests, Yellowstones or the Rockies, gray wolves hunt elk and deer, but dire wolves, they'll take down bison, sloths, mammoths.
Yeah, I was going to say they could take down an elephant. They need big herbivores.
So basically, the deer population could go down fast. Smaller predators like coyotes might get bullied out of the food chain or straight
bullied and fucking cannibalized, ate alive. You know,
cattle ranchers will have a hard time getting those out. Cows, they're not gonna. They're not gonna suffice. Dodge a pack from a pack of dire wolves, bro.
No, they're not gonna suffice. Literally,
I don't know, man. I just feel like they're not gonna be the same. Yeah, they are dire wolves genetically, but look, it's like you're trying to breed a tiger, right? You're trying to bring back a rare tiger.
Saber tooth.
Look, you try to bring this. Okay, you get my two cats. We're gonna breed them to make saber tooth tigers. Boom. Technically, in the genes, it's a saber tooth tiger. No, it's a saber tooth tiger. It starts getting the teeth and everything, but because those small creatures made that saber tooth tiger, it's not gonna be genetically the same bone mass density meat because you need two big dire wolves to make a healthy full-grown bone density. Jaw-dropping power. You're not gonna get two small fucking wolves that from thousands of years of evolution are nothing compared to what they fucking were, and be like, we're gonna breed them and we're gonna have a puppy. It's a dire wolf. Smaller, bro. It'll be a dire wolf, maybe attitude and maybe thinking, but it's not gonna be the apex predator of its time.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, bro, maybe it might be. It might not. That's a variable. It might grow up to be something the same. But it's not gonna be the same as before.
Yeah, it's not. Honestly,
I think they're playing with fire, bro. I mean, even if it's not exactly the dire wolf, they could become the apex wolf of the world.
Yeah, they could take over the packs and be like super smart, like the Raptors. We communicated better back in the day.
They better not do that shit. They better not do that shit.
The motherfuckers start talking. Mufasa, get his ass, bro. But you never know, man. That's a variable too. They might they brought back the dinosaurs. Oh, the Raptors can talk now. They can
that, or they get morals from common gray wolves.
Then they're like, yo, behind the bush.
You have to throw in packs and see if they have that type of mentality because they really got to run experiments.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Hey,
I just seen too many movies, bros.
The worst case is adapt too well. So
Jurassic Park is what I'm talking about, bro.
I know.
The worst case is they'll adapt too well and they'll be that, and the other thing is they'll just die because they're not really genetically made for this world. They're not made for this. So
they died out for a reason.
Some people are like, "Hey, these doctors are literally trying to play God. They're trying to bring the dead back to life." Blah 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 blah.
These are all factors,
Hey,
like really.
Just let us know what you think, man, on the PRP podcast.
I don't think they're trying to play God. I think they're just trying to see what they can do.
They're just trying something like what they can do.
Yeah, they're just trying to see what they can do. That's
I'm
all
sure
it
it could
is.
thrive, but it's like they're trying to build a human. They're like,
Let's
he's a little bit hairy.
Mass
He's
produced
100%
them
Homo
for the
sapien.
home. Would you buy a direwolf?
Fuck yeah.
No.
That'd be my guard dog.
It's $2,000, bro, and you get a direwolf. They never attack humans.
No.
You know how loyal that bitch would be to the family?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They probably enslave the household.
Listen, guys.
I want to attack you, motherfucker.
That's going to end the show for tonight.
Yeah.
Share with us what you think about the direwolf, right, on X, Rumble, wherever you guys are watching us from. This brings us to the end of the show. We're going to say goodbye. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to PRP Podcast. Your support helps us to grow, and we will see you next week.
Peace.